There is one man at this World Cup that every other team is afraid to draw. One name that makes coaches stay up at night, re-watching tape, searching for a weakness that may not exist. One boy from the streets of Paris who lost the final 4 years ago by the cruelest margin in football, and came back hungrier than the world has ever seen him. This summer, across the United States, Mexico, and Canada, the greatest tournament on earth is being decided. And at the heart of it stands a French team that looks unstoppable, led by a captain on a mission of redemption. So the whole world is asking one question, the same question burning in every football fan's heart right now. Is Kylian Mbappé finally going to win this World Cup 2026? This is the story of why France might just be impossible to stop. Part 1. The backstory. To understand this French team, you have to go back to one night that never stopped haunting them. The 2022 World Cup Final. Mbappé scored a hat-trick on the biggest stage in football, something almost no player in history had ever done. He dragged France back from the edge, again and again, with the courage of a man who refused to lose. And still, they lost. On penalties. By the thinnest line that exists in the sport. That defeat did something to Kylian Mbappé. It didn't break him. It rebuilt him. The boy who once taped a poster of his heroes above his bed had already become a world champion in 2018. But the one that got away in 2022 became the fuel for everything that followed. Now it is 2026. He is older, sharper, and the captain of his country. By scoring against Senegal, Mbappé became the highest scorer in France's history with 58 goals. The kid from Bondy is now the greatest goalscorer his nation has ever produced. And he has come to this World Cup for one reason only: to finish what 2022 left unfinished. Part 2. The inherited struggle. But football is never about one man alone. And the beautiful truth about this French team is that Mbappé is no longer carrying it by himself. For years, the burden sat almost entirely on his shoulders. France would look to Kylian to produce magic, to win games on his own, to be the hero every single night. That is a weight that has crushed lesser players. The expectation of an entire nation, resting on one pair of feet. The struggle this team inherited was the question that follows every group of talented players. Can they become more than the sum of their stars? Can the supporting cast rise so the captain doesn't have to do it all? In 2022, too often, it was Mbappé or nothing. This time, something has changed. The talent around him has finally exploded into life. And the moment the world realized it was the night France faced Norway, when it wasn't even Mbappé who stole the show. Part 3. The rise in the group stage. France didn't just qualify. They sent a message to the entire tournament. France were unstoppable in the group stage, thanks to the impact of their dynamic forward duo, Kylian Mbappé and Ousmane Dembélé. Of the 10 goals France scored in 3 games, Mbappé and Dembélé bagged 4 each, while Bradley Barcola and Désiré Doué also netted 1 apiece, and Michael Olise registered 3 assists. Then came the statement performance. Against Norway, with the world watching, Dembélé produced something historic. By scoring 3 goals within the first 32 minutes, Ousmane Dembélé became the second fastest hat-trick scorer in tournament history, trailing only Eric Probst of Austria in 1954. Think about what that means. France have a player widely considered one of the 2 or 3 best on the planet, and on that night, he was the one providing the passes while someone else scored a record-breaking hat-trick. That is the terror of this team. You cannot plan for just one man. Stop Mbappé, and Dembélé destroys you. Stop them both, and Olise, Barcola, or Doué step forward. After losing a thrilling 2022 World Cup final, France absolutely still has the firepower to go all the way in 2026. This is no longer a one-man team. This is a machine. And that is exactly why France have firmed as favorites to win the 2026 World Cup. Part 4. The peak. Now the tournament has reached the knockout stage. Win or go home. No second chances. One mistake and your dream is over. France topped their group after defeating Norway, advancing to face Sweden in the round of 32. The pressure has shifted from exciting to suffocating, and this is the stage where legends are truly forged. And Mbappe's manager knows there is no room for arrogance now. Coach Didier Deschamps urged his side to be wary of Sweden, who are under no pressure. Deschamps told reporters that in the group stage, winning the first game gave them margin for error, but now they have no second chances. That is what makes a champion, not the talent alone, but the humility to respect every opponent, mixed with the hunger to dominate them. France have the firepower of giants and the focus of a team that has tasted heartbreak and never wants to feel it again. For Mbappe personally, the chase is even sweeter. He is climbing the all-time World Cup scoring charts, hunting goals in every match, refusing to let a single opportunity pass. Every game now is a step closer to the prize that defines a footballer's legacy forever, and a step away from the ghost of 2022. Part 5. The Future Chapter. So we return to the question the whole world is asking. Is Kylian Mbappé going to win this World Cup 2026? Here is the honest truth. No one can promise it. Football is cruel, and knockout tournaments are decided by inches, by penalties, by a single moment of magic or misfortune. Brazil are lurking. Argentina with Messi are defending their crown. Spain, England, and the dark horses are all dreaming too. But if you are asking which team looks the strongest, which team has the most weapons, which captain carries the deepest hunger, the answer right now points toward France. And it points toward Mbappe. He has the talent, he has the team, he has the redemption story burning inside him. The boy who lost the final in 2022 has come back as the captain, the record breaker, the leader of the tournament favorites. If destiny is real, this is the chapter it was written for. The conclusion. 4 years ago, Kylian Mbappé gave everything on the world's biggest stage and still walked away with nothing but heartbreak. Some men never recover from a night like that. He turned it into fire. Now he stands at the front of the most dangerous team in the world, chasing the one trophy that would place him among the immortals forever. The World Cup that broke his heart in 2022 could become the World Cup that crowns him in 2026. The boy from Bondy refused to let his story end in defeat. And maybe the greatest chapter of all is being written right now, in front of our eyes. Is Mbappe going to win this World Cup? The world is watching, and somewhere out there, a kid with a poster on his wall is already starting to believe that anything is possible.